Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, got it.
What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and this is definitely not a good look if you're a General Motors fan. GM is fixing nearly 600,000 recalled vehicles in phases, with only 5% repaired so far. Now, this was actually brought to light by News 2 in Baltimore, ABC channel. Out of Annapolis, Maryland, the writer of the stories, Mallory Sofastai. Hopefully I said that correctly. I don't know. Nearly 600,000 GM vehicles have been under recall since April for potential engine failure. Yeah, we've talked about that. I have a separate video on that with a guy who had to replace 3 engines in the first 15,000 miles. Oh. But it could cause the vehicle to lose power while driving, but some owners have been unable to schedule the needed repairs. A Centerville driver and his fiance purchased a Chevy Silverado 1500 ZR2 in August of 2023 for $75,000, with fewer than 10,000 miles on it. The truck had been parked since mid-June after they received a recall notice in the mail. These vehicles may have a manufacturing defect that can lead to engine damage and engine failure. If the engine fails during operation, the vehicle will lose propulsion, those are odd, and increase the risk of a crash. I don't feel comfortable with Lisa being behind the wheel of a truck that could cause a crash, said Joe Davis, that was her fiance, who owns the recalled truck. Davis was also informed by their insurance company that if they continued driving the vehicle with an open recall and crashed, the insurer might deny the claim. And that's a real thing, by the way. I'll give you an example. Luckily, the airbags in my M5 have been addressed. But if you had like the Takata airbag issue on like recalled vehicle, and that's not just a BMW issue, it was across like multiple platforms, but it blew up in your face and like did severe damage to like your face, they're not covering it. Like I got notified by USA immediately, like, yeah, we're not covering it. They tried contacting their dealership to schedule a repair, but hit a roadblock. When we called and they asked for her VIN, we were told that they were awaiting guidance from GM and there was nothing they could do. After calling GM in another dealership, Davis found no answers. Nobody knows the time frame. So what do? I mean, really, it's just like you're stuck. Facts. GM submitted the recall in April for 597,630 SUVs and trucks with the 6.2-liter V8 engine. The affected vehicles include 2021 to 2024 models of the Cadillac Escalade, Cadillac Escalade ESV, Chevrolet Silverado, Chevrolet Suburban, Chevy Tahoe, GMC Sierra, GMC Yukon, and Yukon XL. The company's investigation identified 28,102 field complaints or incidents in the U.S. related to engine failure. Damn. I mean, that's a lot of engines to fail. GM also identified 12 potentially related crashes and related injuries due to that. According to GM, an engine teardown analysis identified 2 primary root causes, both of which are attributed to supplier, manufacturing, and quality issues: rod bearing damage from sediment on connecting rods and crankshaft oil galleries, and number 2, out of specification crankshaft dimensions and surface finish. Basically, they also issued a quote. This is GM's quote to the media. GM is voluntarily recall. I don't know why I said that. Sound like that voice, but GM is voluntarily recalling certain 2021 to 2024 Chevy Silverados, Tahoes, Suburban, Sierras, blah 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 blah. Okay, Escalades, yeah. Basically everything with an L87 engine. To resolve manufacturing issues affecting some engines, the safety and satisfaction of our customers are the highest priorities. for the entire GM team and working to address this matter as quickly as possible. It's crazy, and and the customer said this, and this is the part that's insane. If it's bought new, you have a very simple out, lemon law. But we're going to talk about something here in a minute that even if you didn't buy it new, you might be able to get out of the vehicle by doing something that's called a Magnuson claim. Just because you didn't buy it new doesn't mean you don't have any remedy when it comes to the warranty, okay? They said, quote, "You're making the payments, but you can't use it, so it just sits in your driveway." GM stated that I hate when they do this. When they put the ad and it just pops up what we're reading. GM stated they're not recommending owners of affected vehicles take any interim precautions. Drivers may be alerted to an issue with their engine prior to failure, either from knocking, banging, or unusual engine noise. You mean like as the bearing is spinning and you start hearing that, or all the other noises that can happen. They're all over YouTube, by the way. You can go watch them. It's pretty bad. Anyways, drivers may also experience a no start condition or notice engine hesitation, high RPMs, abnormal shifting, or reduced propulsion prior to the engine failure. You're going to coast. No, you're not going to coast. Could you imagine the panic that would cause if your truck just stopped and you're just coasting? I mean, right away you're panicking. I mean, not me. I've had engines stall. I mean, I had a 3500 Chevy truck. I don't even think they called it the Silverado then. It was just a 3500 dually, and the injection pump was going bad. It was a diesel, and it would stall, and I'd just put it in neutral and start it back up and put it back in drive and keep driving it until I replaced the pump. But it is a serious issue. It just sucks because you buy a brand new truck and you're screwed. The only positive side is GM is offering additional warranty coverage for the condition, right? So now you get 10 years from the date of manufacturer or until the vehicle reaches 150,000 miles, whichever comes first. That's actually pretty strong when it comes to the engine. NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, recommends owners follow instructions from GM in their dealership and call the GM customer service line at 800-462-8782. They added that federal law prohibits the sale of new vehicles with open recalls. There are a ton of leftover trucks that fall under this, and I know this because we have friends that are general managers and work at different Chevy dealerships, including one here in town in Vegas, where they just have a ton of vehicles, a ton of trucks that they can't sell until they're able to remedy the recall on those trucks. So if you have one of these trucks, I'd like to hear your story. Some of these issues, there's an old saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? And I like to get some squeaky wheels. We do primarily do Stellantis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram content here, and we do a lot of we also do BMW content here. But I need to, use some of this platform that I have to help people that are actually getting screwed. And this issue with General Motors where they're just fixing people in waves and they're not even 5% in, but you have 700,000 plus trucks out there where people are just like, what am I supposed to do? You're just screwed. Well, if you want a truck that's not a GM and possibly or run much longer than that with a Hemi engine, and you want to come over to the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram side, we are giving away a Ram 1500 courtesy of our partners over at Top Don. And you can enter very simply by picking any of the merch down here below the video: hats, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, wallpapers. There's all kinds of stuff in there that you can pick. And currently, right now, between now and August 1st at midnight, everything you purchase will get 30x entries. And then the rest of the giveaway all the way through August will only be $1 for one entry. So if you want to jump in early, now's the time to do it. But yeah, you can go check it out. There's a whole video on that truck right here on the channel when we announced it. I don't know, maybe 6-7 videos back, or maybe I'll link to it in the description if I get time. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.